Hey.
It's official. I hate pigeons.
Is this something you just decided now?
No, I've always hated pigeons. It's just I feel it so deep in my bones right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, like a real earned hatred.
Exactly. Look at them. That one over there. He's plotting.
He is. He's just eating a Cheeto. Relax.
Now, that's what he wants you to think.
Come on, pigeons don't have deep thoughts, Ezra. They have survival thoughts like, can I eat this? Should I fly away? Or, hey, look at that freshly washed car. Let me poop all over it. That's it.
That's exactly why I don't trust them. Zero nuance.
You really need to let some things go.
I let plenty go. Just not pigeons.
You're really gripping onto this pigeon hatred, huh? Like a drowning man holds onto a log.
I'm just saying, they got a real scam going here. Free food, no rent. Nobody expects them to do anything responsible.
You're jealous of the pigeons.
Look, I'm just saying, if I get to come back in the next life, I want it to be part of this racket.
You know, I've been thinking about something deeper than that.
Something deeper than birds? I thought our conversations just stay on the surface level. We have like this unspoken agreement that we don't talk about any real stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. That's why we're not really having this conversation and becoming better friends through the process.
Sounds like a great greeting card. Go ahead. I just never expected you to be the introspective type.
So I've been reading, and it turns out that no matter what happens to us, we carry unfinished business. You know, something that we didn't quite figure out.
Makes sense. Explains my second marriage.
That's your unfinished business you have?
No, that's just the mistake I didn't finish making the first time around.
Ha! Oh, that's good. Seriously though, what do you think your unfinished business is?
Oh, I can tell you right now.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Letting everything go.
Nah, that's too broad.
All right, fine. I expect life to be fair.
Life's not fair, Jonah.
What?
My parents, that's what they used to always tell me growing up. Life's not fair. Get over it. Or life is hard. Get a helmet. Although, I'm not quite sure how that one's supposed to help.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very helpful at all. But I mean, think about it. I mean, people leave you alone, but they admire you. You can nap all day if you want to. Your only job is to look slightly disappointed in people.
Are we talking about you or the pigeons again? Because I feel like you already do that.
The birds, of course, yeah. You know what I mean.
Honestly, I don't.
I guess sometimes I just envy the animals. You know, they don't have to worry about going to a job they hate, what clothes they wear, their car breaking down.
Ezra, look at you. It's obviously you don't worry about what you wear.
Nice.
But do you really think being a bird's gonna help you find that spark for life again?
The right answer is no. But I mean, think about it. No bills, no responsibilities. They just fly around and steal a stray French fry from some kid.
So you want to be a bird so you can steal from poor, helpless, innocent children?
Not steal, redistribute. You know, you think about it, the birds are like the Robin Hoods of the park. They take from the slightly overfed and give to the...
To the equally overfed? I mean, I have never seen a malnourished pigeon, besides the ones in Vegas. That's a different story, though.
That's because they have a system. They're playing the long game. We think they're dumb, but look at this. They got a well-oiled operation here.
You know, you seem a little too impressed by these pigeons, my friend.
I just appreciate efficiency. I mean, look at me. I work hard and pay my bills, and what do I have to show for it? A sore back and a coffee addiction.
Hey, maybe that's your answer right there. You just got to start going to all these different parks, eating stray food off the ground, and seems like that'll solve all your problems.
Don't tempt me. With the way inflation's going, that just might be my retirement plan.
Yeah. You ever feel that you're missing something, though?
What do you mean?
So you talk about the grind and the cycle, but maybe there's more to life than just pushing through and surviving. There's something more.
Jonah, if you're about to pitch me on some multi-level marketing scheme, I swear to God.
No MLMs here, and I promise. At least not right now. But seriously, when's the last time that you did something just because it made you happy? You had no agenda, no checklist, just joy.
Never. I'm the type of guy who likes to just get things done. My hobbies have goals. I don't go out and just go for a jog. I'm trying to beat my last time. Last book I read, I rushed through it because I was worried the movie was going to come out and ruin it. You know my naps? I schedule those.
That is honestly disturbing.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So maybe that's the real problem. You don't let yourself enjoy anything without having a reason behind it.
Yeah, well, what am I supposed to do? Just enjoy the bliss of existence?
Hey, might be worth a shot.
No, not working. I'm already thinking about tomorrow's emails. My brain won't let me.
Man, you are broken.
Yeah, you think it's fixable?
I mean, it's always fixable, but sometimes it's not about doing more. It's about, trusting.
Trusting in what? That everything's just gonna work itself out?
Take the kids, for example. They trust, they believe, they wake up every morning expecting good things. When did we stop doing all that?
I was 13 years old. I got my first job April 15th. My taxes were due. I waved goodbye to my childhood. That's when.
It's a valid point, my friend. But no, think about it. We get so wrapped up in trying to control everything that we forget that we're not supposed to.
Makes sense in theory. So what? I just stop worrying, hope for the best?
Not just stop worrying, just also trusting. There's a big difference.
Trusting in what? That everything's just gonna magically work itself out?
Trusting that you don't have to have all the answers, and that maybe, just maybe, there's a bigger plan at work, and we don't have to kill ourselves, to control it all.
Sounds nice in theory.
It's nice in practice too. It's hard, but nice.
All right, I'll think about it. But if this whole trust the process thing doesn't work out, I'm buying a one-way ticket to full-time pigeon life.
Hey, if that happens, I'll be the first to visit you. I'll even throw you a Cheeto or two.
Yeah, I'll hold you to that.
But seriously though, you think that being a bird is gonna help you find that spark for life again?
No. It just seems more peaceful,
Maybe instead of looking at the animals, we should start following the children's example.
Why?
Well, first off, in the Bible, in Matthew, it says, unless you become like a little child, you'll never enter the kingdom of heaven.
Great. So now you're telling me I'm not gonna go to heaven and I'm gonna be stuck in some corporate hell for eternity?
Yeah. No, man, I'm kidding. What I'm saying is, we need to start trusting God, like children trust their parents to provide them with what they need.
My parents have been gone for a long time. And they stopped helping me out long before that.
You brought up about how the birds have it so easy. That reminds me that Jesus said that we should look unto the birds. Even though the birds don't store their food in barns, God feeds them and takes care of them.
Yeah, well, there you go. Even God says I should be a bird.
You're stuck on this bird thing. No, what I'm saying is that God provides for the birds, and until we could let go of our need to try to control everything and start trusting like children, God will do the same for us.
That'd be nice.
Not always easy. Sometimes it's exactly the opposite.
Yeah, how so?
Man, when I have problems and I try to fix them, I just end up making a huge mess out of things. Not at first. At first, I have it all under control. But then it gets to this point where it's just too much. And then I start to think that maybe it's not about fixing it, but about trusting that I don't have to do it all alone.
That's a solid theology, my friend.
It took me long enough to get there.
Yeah. But hey, you got there.
Yeah.
Jonah, what's it look like?
What does what look like?
Having that childlike faith that if you trust in God, He'll provide.
It looks like allowing him to lead you.
And I mean, I've heard that before, but practically, what's it actually look like?
A lot like this, like having a conversation with God. It's hard to have a relationship with somebody that you don't talk to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you pray, you ask for direction and for the discernment to hear his voice over your own, and have the strength to follow where he leads you.
Yeah, I can try that.
And if you start reading the Bible, you'll find that many times God's plan leads you on these crazy life adventures.
Seriously? I mean, no offense or anything, but the Bible's kind of boring.
That's what I thought at first, but it has these crazy stories, way crazier than any movie you've ever seen.
Bold statement.
Look, I'm going to give you two examples, all right? Abraham and Joshua.
Okay.
So Abraham, this guy, he leaves everything behind in search of this place that God leads him to without ever knowing where he's going. It's definitely a crazy journey. And Joshua, this guy, he's a great warrior, and he's led many battles. You ever heard of the walls of Jericho?
The walls of Jericho. Makes me think of the old school wrestling move.
Oh man, Monday Night Jericho, the great times. But let me get back to it. So Joshua, this guy, he doesn't go into battle with a normal battle plan. God tells him to march around the city for 7 days, and on the 7th day to play trumpets. So they do that, and then the walls, they just come crashing down.
That's in the Bible?
Yeah, that and plenty of other crazy stories just like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so when you start praying and you start reading and understanding his voice, he'll help you to understand where he's trying to lead you. And I think that then you'll help find that spark for life again, And hey, you got me. I'll answer any questions you have, and if I can't, I'll try to make sure to point you in the right direction.
Thanks, Jonah. You're a good friend.
Yeah, and maybe it'll help you to let go of all that hateness you have towards those poor pigeons.
Maybe. That would really take a miracle.